Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to be looking at mixing layers. So mixing layers is essentially getting the same sound or a similar sound, like two different clap samples, layering them on each other and then mixing them to complement each other in terms of frequencies. So we've got this nice crisp clap. It's got nice amount of high frequency, so we're just going to get this into our Ableton project, and I'll just consolidate this, turn it into a loop by doing that, left clicking on the loop, and now we've got, just get rid of this EQ quickly. So we have a clap with a nice high frequency, and this clap has quite a nice low frequency. So these two would complement each other well because they're similar, because they're claps, but they're different because of the frequency range that they occupy. So we've got a high frequency and a low frequency. So let's have a listen to that. And now the low frequency. So you've got kind of like a nice lo-fi clap. And if we solo them both together, we get a totally different sound. It's a lot thicker in terms of stereo width, and it just sounds good in general. And if we wanted, there's no limit to the amount of claps that you can, layer on top of each other, and that all makes for a better sound, a sound that wasn't there at the start, so very interesting. So all three together we have a nice stereo sounding clap with a lot of weight to it, so that'll stand out nicely in the mix. So we could, if we're doing claps, for example, I'll probably EQ out the low end of all of them just to do that. And if you experiment with the volume, so as you can see, our low frequency clap over here is clipping. There's a bit of orange signal, so that means that it's too loud, so we'll turn that down a few decibels just by using our volume here, and we'll mix them all into one clap. And you can hear how that sounds a lot nicer. It's nice and punchy, crisp, and it comes through the mix. So we've got our three claps. What we can do is, if we shift and click, then right click and then group tracks, we can now have our claps in a group and call this the clap group. So the benefits of having a clap group is you can process all of your claps at once using the volume here, sending reverb or delay, or any return tracks you may have. You can also pan them to the left and to the right and solo the whole group. So I'll just turn them down a bit more. There we go, so you've got a nice punchy clap that will come through the mix. So layering doesn't just end here, you can do it with bass lines, vocals, kicks, claps, hi-hats, you name it, anything. And anywhere between 2 and 7 layers, I'd say, is a good amount of layers for layering. You're welcome to throw the rules out of the book and experiment your own way and layer as much as you want onto each other. So it's a good fun technique. It's one of the best techniques in music production. We'll cover it more later, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Peace.